Okay, as you can see, the dropping of the water is exposing one of my favorite gravel bars in the way back. This is the good spot. I've done a metal detecting video here once before, and as you can see, the water likes to come down, around, come back this way. Then it goes down that way and around the turn. So, a pretty good drop zone right here, because it starts shifting back towards that left side as that starts going around another inside turn that way. Sorry about the turning of the camera there. I will get a gimbal soon, so that way you guys don't have to deal with my joggy shakiness of my nerve damage. So, with all that being said, let's get down in there. Let's do some test panning. See what kind of numbers we can find and then get the high banker set up. When you find a cord cob in the water, you know you gotta take a pan from that spot. So, the corn cob had no gold in it. But it was still worth panning. Okay. So, quit playing around. Let's get to work here. So, I'm gonna go right over in there, right where it starts getting deep at. I want to see if there's any gold where it starts getting deeper. Let's get over there. 1, 2, 3. And bam, we're right over here from there. Ain't that cool? So right out here, right where it slopes down right here, it's a little bit higher over that way, and then it comes down gradually, slopes down, and it's all in the straight line that goes to the next inside bend. And just to show you how decent of a flake we got out of there, there we go. See if I can get that on camera. Can't tell there we go. Yeah, it's a nice looking piece. Right at the tip of my finger. Where'd my finger go? There we go. Yeah, nice big flakes. And if they're consistent, pan for pan, I'll do 1,000 shovelfuls through my high banker right there just to make sure that I get 1,000 specks like that. Well, flakes. That's a decent flake for Ohio anyway. So yeah, where it comes in and drops down, that's a decent spot. So them are the kind of areas that you should be looking for. They're not always up in the big gravel bars like this. Sometimes the bigger gold likes to drop out in them low spots, especially where it gets a little bit deeper. So big gold's in the deep. Some of those nice clay stuck rocks. Hey, and Bogus, do you got anything cool like fireworks for 4th of July? Probably not. Alright, be right back. Yeah, I've been running and running. I ran a couple tanks of gas already. And I haven't been doing too much recording because the sake of how many inner tubers that have been coming down here. They just been floating on by and asking all kinds of questions. So yeah, and I don't feel like asking, do you feel like being on YouTube? Over and over. Yeah, because it can become a pain after a minute. Then you have to explain, yep, there's gold in Ohio, and yep, how much can you get? And got to go through the whole thing every time a new inner tuber comes down. Surprisingly, a lot of these tubers that are coming down are from all over the place, not from the local area. So I'm going to continue on, run a few more gas tanks, and then we'll get home and do the cleanup. But I'll be back in a minute. All right, so here's some of the stuff that we pulled out of the creek. Nice big piece of quartz that's really dark and staining with red, and it looks a lot better whenever it's wet. And I thought I did see something on here, and the same with this one. Another piece of kind of like quartzy decomposing piece. And it's kind of got that like moonstone glare on this one end right here. If I can get the glare right. As you can see in the sunlight. So we'll crush that up. And look, I found some barbed wire. Who else found some barbed wire that I know of? They seem to have got tangled up in it. Well, anyway, rusty washer with some conglomerate on the end of it. Rust conglomerate. I save up stuff like this because it's worth taking it home and crushing it, because there might be a piece of gold stuck up in there, locked up in the rust. So you never know. Take it home. So, yep. I'll see you guys at the house. And let's get to that cleanup. Boom. Welcome back. And we're in the basement. Just like that. Don't you like that? And yeah, I started classifying down a little bit. So yeah, let me get that classified down. Then since I haven't done it in a while, I'm going to set you guys up and let you watch me do a little bit of the cleanup. Hopefully we see some of that gold. Nice. Let's get into it. Looking pretty good. Starting to collect up a little bit. Num 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 num. Ooh. What do I see there? Nice. Yeah, I think I did really good on this trip. There is some chunky. These are big pieces. Definitely some feelers and pokers. Nice. All right, before we get to the gold, I wanted to show you guys this. I got a new dredge mat. Nice. Got it all fit in. Nice and tight. We'll be using this on the next trip. So next trip, dredging. Hell yeah. I'll be there. All right, let's get to the gold. And then I got a fireworks show for you guys afterwards, so stick around. All right, so how'd we do? Not too bad. Some nice chunky on this one. Look at that piece over there. That's a definite poker there. I can, yeah, definitely move that around and feel that one. Nice. Didn't get the picker I wanted, but I learned something new. The deeper you go, the better it is. And by deeper, I mean out in the middle and into the low lining cut of the creek. So let's get to that fireworks. Well, hold on. Let's tap this up and see if we can make a smile real quick. Oh, heck yeah, it will. Makes a nice smile. Take a look at that. You want to look at this Ohio gold, and this ain't even zoomed in. No need. Yeah. So this was a decent trip. And yeah, let's get to that fireworks show. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.